Hello everyone, this is the V-Man and welcome. I'm still trying to recover my driver rating, which dropped from A+ to A last week, and today in GT Sport we are back on a Dragon Trail Gardens. We are competing in Group 4 cars and naturally we are using Renault Megane Trophy. All 10 best lap times are set with this car, so it's only normal thing to use a Renault. That was the song of the day. And I started third here, very good position, and I think I was 14th by points, so I have a lot of position to lose before I lose driver rating points. Hopefully that will not happen. In front of me again is my GT Sport friend Falchetta, and again we are racing at really close distance. You know by now that my opening laps are not one of the greatest. I drive a bit sloppy, out of the pace, and need some time to get to my working temperature. And in that period of time I tend to make most of mistakes. Couple of first corners went well, but then going to the chicane I went over the sausage curb and lost some speed, and because of that I was immediately attacked by a Spanish. I was defending, he was in front of me for a moment, but I braked a bit late, small nudge, and I went in front of him. Nice, clean defending. We are now going through this section, through the S's, I think we can call it that. I'm still paying attention on a Spanish guy behind me, and Falchetta is over a second in front of me, so for now it's me and the Spanish guy. Now going through the long corner on the right, it's a couple of corners actually, but we are driving through them like it's just one long corner. I made a small gap, Spanish guy went a bit wide, but I'm still not safe. On the short straight, going into the last corners of the first lap, on the brakes everything was going well, fine, and now exiting the corner, and I oversteered a bit and overcorrected the motion of the car and briefly went off the track, but long enough to lose a position. So now Spanish guy is in front of me, and the British guy who is behind me is coming close fast. He is about to appear in my rear view mirror. So this is the second lap, I'm in a fourth position, going through first corners, and I had a really poor run through the chicane, and I got myself 0.5 seconds penalty. Spanish guy behind me is now really close, and with that penalty I think I can't stay on fourth position for too long. So going into the next lap where I'm going to serve my penalty, two guys behind me are now very close, and as I served my penalty both of them went in front of me, so I will be 6th soon enough. So there you go, Spanish guy and the British guy now in front of me. And going into the last corner of the third lap, British guy went a bit wide and I went one position up. We are still battling for positions on the long straight, start-finish straight actually, and we are going into the last lap, fifth and a final lap. My pace is a bit faster now, and I caught up with the Spaniard going through the fast section of the opening corners of the fifth and a final lap. I went through the chicane. I had a really small oversteer, but that was just enough to have somewhat bad exit out of it, and the British guy is right on my tail once again. I was too late to block him, and he managed to sneak up to my left side, so he is now in a better position because the next corner is on the left. On the brake, a bit wide, we are side by side, I am leaving him space, we are battling for position. To the S's once again, he's aggressive, I'm trying to defend my position, and in this corner I went a bit wide, and as I said he was aggressive and he managed to go through in front, and there was no time or end space for me to do anything, and of course I stayed close, but still finished on a 6th place. But anyway, good result. I was I think 14th, as I said, by the strength, so this is a good result by the points. Into the next race I will start on a 5th position, again behind my GT Sport friend Falchetta. Race started and here we go. Charging towards the first corner, I'm using a slipstream. Into the first corner, it's very fast one, Also, this car is very sensitive to dirty air. It is prone to understeer when we are driving close behind the car, so we need to adjust our driving accordingly. Here 5 of us were in a train. We were all in 2 seconds, I think. Guy on 6th position is already second and something behind. And a few corners later we are going into the long corner on the right. I had a good run through, very close now to the car in front of me. And going onto the short straight before the last 2 corners of the lap, I was really close in the slipstream. I was looking on the left, but no, I'm not close enough. On the brakes, still nothing.
Yeah, nigga.
Still chasing Falchetta. And into the second lap, first few corners once again over the sausage curb.
What's happening to them sausages, Charlie?
And Falchetta seemed to overdid it a bit, and that is 0.5 seconds penalty for him. So we are going into the next lap where he's about to serve his penalty. He served it, and that is the moment I went 1 position up on 4th place. And now we are going to go into the final lap. I caught up with the guys. British guy had a penalty to serve, but I wasn't close enough to have a clean position to attack. On the brakes, I bumped into him, started a domino effect. He then pushed Dylan and went in front of him. I was apologizing for that after the race, but they were totally cool about it. Good fellas, I would say. I had nothing against the Irish guy, but again I bumped into him. No damage is done, thankfully. So this was a very close racing in the final lap. Falchetta behind me is still a threat. So once again through the long corner. We are all close, very close, onto the short straight. Can I do something on the brakes into few final corners of the lap? Chasing the Irish guy into the slipstream, but as I said, as in previous lap, not close enough. On the brakes, coming close, but no. So this was my result. I was 5th. Went 1 position up and finished on a 4th position, so very good. In this lobby I was on 16th place by the points, so definitely gained some good result here. And on the last race of the video I will again start 5th here. Again same guys are in front of me. Race started again following Falchetta, using slipstream, going into the first corner. Everything went well throughout the first lap. We were all close, all clean. Nothing special happened, and we are going into the second lap through the chicane. Now Falchetta went over the curb and lost some speed. We are side by side now. I have a higher speed, and on the end of this straight I am already in front of him, but I am still defending my position. Going onto the brakes, I am careful not to push him. We are still side by side. He had a better exit, and now he is in a better position because the next corner is on the right. We exchanged our positions once again. 2 DS's chasing each other. I am careful, of course. Into the long corner. He left door open and I'm looking on the inside. Can I do it? Again, I am very careful when it comes to him because he is my GT Sport friend. And now the Italian guy is on the move. He is beside me. On the short straight, on the brakes, keeping a tight line, and I went in front of him. Very exciting second lap, close racing indeed, very clean also. So we are now going into the third lap. into the first corner. I went a bit wide and look at him, he's immediately on my bumper. I'm still keeping him behind. Fast section once again to the chicane. Bit of oversteer, but still I am faster than him. One guy in front of us was given a penalty. So first 6 guys are in 3 seconds. So as I said, close racing. On the brakes, Italian guy is not close enough to do anything. I'm catching up with the guys in front. So we are still somewhat close. And the guy on a 3rd place, I think, went off the track. And we went through. I don't know if on purpose, but he went wide and we went through. We are now in a final lap. I built a small gap from the Italian. I'm safe for now, but I caught up with Falchetta once again. He's 0.7 seconds in front of me. He's still in the distance of attack, but we are in the final lap. And as I'm always saying, don't give up, you never know. So once again, to the S's, very good run through. Going into the long corner onto the right, and he made a small mistake here. And his advantage split in half. So we are going on a short straight. I'm using a slipstream, I'm coming close, but I'm just not that close. On the brakes, I'm right on his bumper out of the corner, and I had a better exit. Now I have a higher speed, I'm going on to the left, we are almost side by side, I'm catching up. I'm faster, and the photo finish, let's check that again. Sorry for no sound, look how close that was. Again, Falchetta and I had a photo finish. And I was something like 0.011 behind him, and eventually I finished 4th. Good racing, really close, guys raced clean and sensible, and overall exciting races, I would say. I was really pleased with that. So that was it for today's video, hope you liked it, and if you did, click the like button. If you would like to watch or to listen some more, do subscribe. Turn your notifications on. I will upload 3 videos per week, that's the plan at least. You can check out my Facebook page. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care of yourself. See you next time. The V-Man is out.